Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap I'm looking from the other end of the garage because you just can't get moved up there. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've got a couple of welders on review from Artec, well, the weld and a plasma cutter, and there's boxes and bits everywhere. Right, tonight's nightcap, I make a part for a motorcycle. It's a nut for a fork for a spindle assembly, a little bit of mill work, some screw cutting, some lathe work. Quite an interesting little job, all in aluminium. I do a little bit of plasma cutting. It's actually for my daughter-in-law, a little memorial, little teddy bear. I'm sure you'll enjoy watching that being cut. This two-turner engine is virtually finished now, just needs running on steam, stripping, painting and then putting back together again. The last couple of videos on the Patreon channel will be coming down probably in the next week or so. The jet engine's coming on quite well. There's a couple of videos up on Patreon. Once again, they'll be coming onto my normal channel probably next week. If you want to support me on the Patreon channel, there is a link in the description box. I'd also like to thank anybody who ordered the Doubleboost bell end bottle opener. I've sold quite a few of them. I'm sure everybody should now have them that ordered them at the beginning of last week. I've got quite an interesting little job to do here. It's an aluminium nut for a motorcycle fork. It's a fork head locking nut. The nut's 50mm outside diameter. It's got a 40 by 1.5mm thread in it. It's 12mm thick. He wants a little chamfer on one side, and he wants us to put 10 little holes in for his locking spanner to fit. The hole size is 38.5, which gives you 0.75 a side thread. 30.5, 1.5, 0.75, that's where it works, yep. So 38.5mm hole, 40.15 thread, I can cut that no problem. I haven't got the spindle to try it on, so I'll have to cut it and hope it fits. But on them sizes it should work out properly, and I have got a 40 by 1.5. I've got a 1.5 pitch foam tool. I've got some real good quality aluminium bar to make it out of. I think the first thing to do is to do the thread, basically finish it off, and then put the job into the dividing head to put the 10 divisions in, and then put it back in the lathe and part it off. At least that's the way I'm going to attempt it anyhow. I'll square the end of the bar up first, and I think I'll bore the hole and do the thread first, and then finish the outside off later. That wants to come up just to fan his hair to get onto centre height. A little bit more, nearly there. Just not quite taking that little tip off. Better. 38.4. I'll go through one pass at that and then see what it comes out at. Wait, I'm getting a constant measurement of 38.4. Do it again. It's cool as well. I think I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that and put the threads in at that size. I'm going to put a clearance groove on the inside just for the thread cutting tool to go on down. I'm also going to make sure the bottom of the hole's nice and square. If I start to cut the threads in there and bring the cutter out, which is the easiest way to do it, I want to make sure I'm going to be cutting a right hand thread. That's a right hand nut, so it's going to be turning that way, like that. The tool's coming out, so that is going to cut a right hand thread, because I've done this before and cut the bastard's left hand. Right, so we'll set the tool up, put the thread in next, I think. That's the tool we're using, 1.5mm pitch foam tool. It's on centre height, and that lines it up square to the job. It can't be anything else. I'm going to touch the tool off in here, and the full depth of cut is only 0.75 to give you a 1.5mm. Just touching there, so we'll zero it on the DRO as well as on the cross slide. So we're going to start the cut from the inside, bringing the tool out towards her. Right, I put a 0.5mm cut on there, so it's going to cut a lot of the thread on its first pass. Waiting for things to catch up. Everything's starting to move around now. Indicator's coming round. That looks good. I'm just going to take it out a little bit and check the pitch. Right, 1.5mm thread gauge, and that is spot on. I'll do another cut on exactly the same setting. Wait for things to come around. Well, it's going in the same groove, so that's always a good start. I'm using hole numbers on the indicator just to make sure it goes in the same place. That's a nice thread. One more cut on the same setting, that'll take it to full depth. That's good. One more spring cut and that's definitely the job done on the threads. Surprised how much spring is in that job actually. I don't want them slack, but I want it to go. I wish I had the spindle to try onto the nut, but I haven't. Well, that's full depth according to that thread gauge, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to skim the outer face and then take that down to 50, put the chamfer on, and then it's milling machine, I think. Just a nice light cut from the inside just to put a nice lead onto that thread. And the OD is meant to be 50, I think it's 52. 2-inch bar. It is 50mm bar, so I'll just take it up to 51, 50, 50.8, it's 50mm bar. I'll take a light cut just to clean it up. I have enough material here to do two, just in case we make a little mistake. Then it wants a chamfer relay, 3mm chamfer. I'm sure I can eyeball a 3mm chamfer, no problem. I can use a deal to get it right. Right, now the little notches to go in there and then part it off.